Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Today we're going very local. We're going to check in with the mayor of La Habra to see how things are going there. Welcome, Tim Shaw.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Thanks very much for being here. You know, it's financial challenges everywhere we look. How is La Habra managing to stay on top of things in these days, these climate?
Well, when the economy really went downhill a few years ago, we resisted the temptation to deplete our reserves and tried to make the tough decisions right up front. So, you know, we had some layoffs. We put all city employees on furloughs, including the police, which had some scheduling challenges, but we were able to get some concessions out of our employees and really make some tough decisions to stay ahead of it. So we're actually doing pretty well right now.
What is your greatest accomplishment in this endeavor?
Yeah, well, we're really proud of the pavement management plan that we've got in place. Before I joined the council, the council had come up with a plan. They divided the city into grids, and the plan was over 6 years we will repave all city streets. You know, year 1, year 2, year 3, going through this grid. We're now kind of in year 5, and we're staying on schedule despite all the financial challenges. So we made a promise to our residents to get these streets done over this period of time, and we're sticking to that. So we're very proud of that.
So you grapple with things big and small. It is the pavement that people see. It's right under their feet. It's right in front of their door, and they want to make sure it's okay. There are other big issues too. Pension reform is big on all levels, from the state on down to the cities. Recently, you've negotiated some new deals that could help in the future. Tell us about that.
That's correct. We did it over a couple years, but we were able to negotiate with our employees that when new hires come in, they would the new hires would pick up the full employee cost to the pension. Back in the good old days, the city had promised to pick up the employee share of the pension, and that we're just not able to do that anymore. It was part of the promises of 10, 12 years ago that there's so much money they don't know what to do with, so they really handed out the store to the employees back then. So we got them to at least agree that new hires will pay the employee share. We've also changed the formula for new hires. Our police were at the 3 at 50 pension. New hires into our police department coming in now at 2% at 50, which might not seem like a big deal, but over time, just reducing it by that 1% will save us millions of dollars in the future. The other miscellaneous employees were at 2% at 55. We were able to raise the retirement age to up to 60, so they're at 2% at 60. So that extra 5 years of work also is a savings to us.
Yeah, so that can curb some costs in the future. What about the unfunded liabilities for the people who are working right now who will be retiring and still getting the same pensions that are exist?
It's a major challenge. Just this coming year, we are expecting to get another $1 million in revenue. But CalPERS is telling us that our costs are going to go up by $350,000 just over in 1 year period of time. So that's already just almost eating up half of our gains as the economy is recovering. So this unfunded liability is something that we're grappling with. We're really looking for some leadership at the state level as well.
What do you think are the most difficult things you're going to be facing in the future here?
Well, in La Habra we have about 40 city-owned buildings, and they're old. Most of them were built back in the 1960s. It's about 234,000 square feet of space that hasn't really been renovated or much done with in about 50, 60 years in most cases. So, there's not very much funding to restore these buildings, but you walk around our city hall, our public works yard, and it's obvious that these buildings at some point are going to need some work done to them.
Now, I'm so sorry we're running out of time, but you're also embracing technology, a lot of information available online, and a lot of ways to communicate within the city as well, so people can go online and check that out. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Tim,
Great to be
here
here
today. And thank you for tuning in. Stay with us. More HLN coming up right after this.